I'm announcing today a $150 million plus in damages defamation lawsuit against none other than Bill Maher, the so-called Hollywood pundit, and his company, HBO, for defaming my client, Laura Loomer, on Real Time, his show, which he has published every Friday. We cannot allow the fake news media, we cannot allow the left to destroy people for political purposes. By defaming Laura Loomer and claiming she had an adulterous relationship with President Trump, the goal was to get President Trump, as well as to harm her. Anybody who was associated with President Trump or supported him is held accountable. Doesn't matter whether it's regard to defamation from Hollywood so-called pundits and companies that have their political agenda. It happens in the form of bar associations in New York and District of Columbia trying to eliminate conservative lawyers. I've been fighting them for years in the District of Columbia, for instance. This is an all-out effort by the left to destroy not just those who support President Trump, but anyone who goes up against their socialist, communist, atheist, and other radical agendas. This cannot be permitted. It is time we fight back. This case was filed in the county where Laura Loomer ran for Congress. Should be a very favorable circuit. It's a circuit court in Florida. Florida courts, generally speaking, give individuals a fair shake. This is something which needs to be pursued, and it will be pursued. Now, this is a private lawsuit, but we also have Freedom Watch that has an anti-leftist media strike force, where we have always held the leftist media accountable. The leftist media is dishonest to the core. And following the principles of Karl Marx, the means justify the ends. They'll do whatever they can to destroy anyone in their wake. And that goes for every institution which is currently under the control of the Harris-Biden regime. We cannot allow this to happen. We, the American people, must rise up. So quite apart from this private lawsuit, I urge you to go to freedomwatchusa.org and support our anti-leftist media strike force and everything else we do. Citizens' grand juries, citizens' trials, hard-hitting cases. We have lawsuits pending in Florida, for that matter, for the fraud that was committed in the 2020 elections when Kamala Harris lied along with Joe Biden. They're both defendants, and said that he was mentally and physically capable of being president. Now, I don't tell people who to vote for, but just watch Kamala Harris. She doesn't have the intellect and the intelligence to be president of the United States. She believes in killing babies. That's another thing. And just last weekend at an event, when Christian young people appeared and invoked the name of Jesus Christ, she mocked them and told them to go to the rally of Donald Trump, that they weren't really part of her rally and they did not belong. This is who you're dealing with here. This is an incredibly evil person. And who is doing the evil bidding? Bill Maher and Home Box Office. They'll do whatever they can to get Kamala Harris elected with their socialist, communist, atheist, and other radical agenda. And if that happens, we will be living under not just a virtual dictatorship, but an actual dictatorship. So Freedom Watch acts nonpartisan. We've held Republicans accountable. We held George W. Bush accountable. We held Dick Cheney accountable. And now her daughter, his daughter rather, is going around supporting Kamala Harris. The woman has lost her mind. Unfortunately, maybe she's just upset because she looks like her dad. It's kind of sad, as a matter of fact. But this is where we are today, ladies and gentlemen, fellow patriots, people of faith, those that believe in the vision and creation of our founding fathers. Quite apart from this private lawsuit, which I'm handling in my private capacity for Ms. Loomer, or what we do at Freedom Watch. And I want you to go to freedomwatchusa.org and contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We are your real Justice Department. The Justice Department of Harris and Biden is a Gestapo, little better than what we saw in the Third Reich, using the powers of government to destroy the American people so they cannot rise up. Well, we will not tolerate it, and peacefully and legally, we will take our country back. We will prevail, quite apart from any election results on January 5th. There's no political messiah. Even if President Trump is elected, that's not the end. We, the American people, must rise up ourselves. We cannot just put our feet on cocktail tables, drink martinis or wine, eat popcorn, and be entertained. We don't have time to be entertained, not with rising gas prices, food prices, prices to buy a home. People can't afford to live anymore. And of course, the threat of nuclear war, with wars breaking out in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in Russia, and throughout the world. Who is responsible for this? The blame lays solely on the part of the left. And who represents the left? Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, and the rest of socialists, communists, and others who prop them up. Well, we're not going to prop them up. We will hold them accountable peacefully and legally. Again, I don't tell you who to vote for, but I'm telling you something right now. We, the American people, must do what we did in 1776, because when in the course of human events, the sovereign no longer represents the people, we have a right under the laws of nature and nature's God to alter or abolish that government or to create a new government by and for the people with equal rights for everyone in pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. The American people are not happy today. Our rights have been trampled upon, our First Amendment rights. The left even wants to destroy Elon Musk, who is the one bright light in terms of social media. They'll do anything they can to destroy him. Biden and Harris are trying. They're using the Securities and Exchange Commission and other government agencies to destroy him. And they will destroy you too. They will destroy your loved ones and everything around your loved ones. It is now time to rise up before it's too late, just like our founding fathers did. So go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We need more lawyers, more paralegals, more office space. We need to file more cases. We need more citizens' grand juries. Already, we have indicted, tried, and convicted Joe Biden for homicide in Afghanistan, negligent homicide, and bribery from communist China, Ukraine, and Russia. He is the most corrupt, incompetent president in the history of the United States. Kamala Harris is his partner. She lies repeatedly. She says she's going to do things when, in fact, we know she won't. In fact, the only thing she'll do is to turn this country more into a socialist and communist gulag. God bless you. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. Thank you for listening to me. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves.